You've been silenced for very long, and every time you try to resist, they put you in jail.
For my children.
They've controlled your mind for so long to the point where you let them decide what your kids should learn, what gender they will be. And now you've let them to come for the whole nation, destroying what Britain once stood up for. They use this media machine not to report the facts to you, but to tell you what to think and what you should do.
Always be careful.
They're hiding the facts behind the noise, and they're recruiting pedophiles to tell you how to behave. And these politicians who meant to protect you, they're out there smashing your head on the ground. And no jail time for them. This road we've been on has been very dark for a very long time, and it's time to shine a light on the truth and advocate for justice. We the people make the nation, and if we don't stand up and advocate for justice, then we certainly won't make this nation great again. So we have to create a place for that, a place that can contribute to a more informed society. And that place is Next Frontier Media.
Well, they already have come.
Yeah.
We don't like it because they're trying to take our land.
I have the right to conduct a citizen's arrest, and he is under arrest. I'm detaining him under my breach of police powers. He's not going anywhere. He can sit here until the police arrive. He's sitting here. He's biting me. He's biting me. He's not going anywhere. He's just attacked me. He's under arrest.
Who are you to arrest him, bro?
I don't. I just get his arm. Get his other arm. Get his other arm. No, this man is under arrest.
Oi, you f***ing get off him.
No, bro.
Get off him. Cop, get off him.
He's just assaulting me.
This is the left guys who've currently just been assaulted for having debates with people.
We've just been insulted by a number of people. Come over, flip the table, smashing camera equipment. I grabbed the man who did it, put him under citizen's arrest, asked for the police to be called. University staff have come in, assaulted me, even though I clearly indicated he's under a citizen's arrest. I had him there, I said, call the police, call the police, call the police. So I requested that you lot were called, and the university staff have come in and assaulted me and helped him get away.
Britain needs mass deportations. This is my organisation, very similar to...
That's going to roll people up, isn't it? If you don't want things to kick off, I suggest you don't create a situation.
So we have to live in a society where we can't say what a leading polling party in the country
Let
is.
me see the footage. This is the man who attacked me. You're going to arrest him.
Step away. Step away.
Wait. Are you going to
Step away.
Wait, you ease up. He just went and touched me really aggressively. You're approaching someone else. No, don't touch me. Your colleague's just assaulted me. Learn some manners. We've been talking as united.
Under arrest,
Whoa. How? For what? Help! Get the f*** off of me. I have done no crime. I've been here engaging in a public, peaceful debate, and this is how the police act. This is not acceptable in England. This is meant to be some sort of democracy. We are meant to have free speech in this country, and my ancestors went through 2 world wars. But this country, I can't breathe. You are criminals. You're violent Tuesday criminals. The minute you knew what was on that banner, you decided, let's go for him. Go to the right winger. Reach up the right winger. You people disgust me. You are corrupt. You are Sadiq Khan's lapdogs. You're a stunt staffel. You're a Stasi.
Why is the guy that assaulted me not arrested?
What? You think that's fun? Yeah, hurt me some more.
Ladies and gentlemen, patriots, truth seekers. Alright, just you thought we have freedom of speech, right? You thought you can go out there with your camera, you can go out there with your microphone, and you can say whatever you want. Yeah, I thought that too. And I'm sure you probably thought the same too. But no, you can't do that anymore. You can just go outside and just say what you want. You can just go outside and be like, all right, I want to have a debate. I'm in the university campus, and I'm sure I can set up a tent and have a discussion with young-minded people. Or maybe with just people who are around that premises. And I'm sure on the surface, I mean, that's a noble idea. I mean, after all, a university meant to be a place where you go and you have an intellectual debate and intellectual inquiries, and you just go back and forth with each other. That's what it meant to be. You're encouraged to debate your teachers. You're not just meant to go there and just like take it in. Now, of course, a young man named Tom Montgomery has been doing this for a very long time. I believe he's been doing this since he was like in his early teens, and now he's 20 years old. He took it to the street. He took it he launched a new turning point type of style debate, in a way where he's gonna be going outside and debating people. I think this is probably his like third day doing this, maybe fourth day, but it's just started. So he went to the university campus, and this is what happened to him. I want you to watch this. Watch the guy behind him in the black jacket. Right now, Tom is debating a young girl. They're debating about mass migration. And just look what happened next. And then the police will come, and look what the police does. They won't arrest the guy who's going to flip the table right now, which I'm about to show you. But they're going to go and arrest the person who's debating. Watch this.
Well, they already have come.
Yeah.
We don't like it because they're trying to take our land.
Whoa.
I have the right to conduct a citizen's arrest, and he is under arrest. I'm detaining him under my breach of police powers. He's not going anywhere. He can sit here until the police arrive. He's sitting here. He's biting me. He's biting me. He's not going anywhere. He's just attacked me. He's under arrest.
Who are you arresting, bro?
I don't. I just get his arm. Get his other arm. Get his other arm. No, this man is under arrest.
Oi, you fucking get off him.
No, bro.
Get off him. Fuck off. Cop, you get off him.
He's just assaulting me.
You just assaulted me.
This is the left guys who've currently just been assaulted for having debates with people.
We've just been insulted by a number of people. Come over, flip the table, smashing camera equipment. I grabbed the man who did it, put him under citizen's arrest, asked for the police to be called. University staff have come in, assaulted me, even though I clearly indicated he's under a citizen's arrest. I had him there, I said, call the police, call the police, call the police. So I requested that you lot were called, and the university staff have come in and assaulted me and helped him get away.
Britain needs mass deportations. This is my organisation. Very similar to...
I mean that's going to roll people up, mate, isn't it? If you don't want things to kick off, I suggest you don't create a situation.
So we have to live in a society where we can't stay what a leading polling party in the country is saying.
Let me see the footage. This is the man who attacked me. Are you going to arrest him?
Step away. Step away.
Wait. Are you going to...
Step away.
Wait, you ease up. He just went and pushed me really aggressively.
You're approaching someone else.
No, don't touch me. Your colleagues just assaulted me. Learn some manners. We've been talking with United.
Under arrest, come on.
Whoa. How? For what? Help! Get the off of me. Criminal. I have done no crime. I've been here engaging in a public, peaceful debate, and this is how the police act. This is not acceptable. In England, this is meant to be some sort of democracy. We are meant to have free speech in this country. And my ancestors went through 2 world wars. But this country, I can't breathe. You are criminals. You're violent Tuesday criminals. The minute you knew what was on that banner, you decided, let's go for him. Go for the right winger. Beat up the right winger. You people disgust me. You are corrupt. You are Sadiq Khan's lapdogs. You're a stud staffel. You're a Stasi.
Why is the guy that assaulted me not arrested?
What? You think that's fun? Yeah, hurt me some more.
This is what they do, folks. This is what they do. You can't go out there and just debate. You can't just go. Imagine. Okay, we're not. Sometimes, you know, you're arrested for protesting. I think debating is like the leastest way of causing a public nuisance. I mean, it's the best way to actually engage with people. Because I understand, okay, protesting, you know, it's, you know, people are moving, counter protest there. It takes a lot of police resources. It destroys. Sometimes it makes a lot of mess, and it disrupts the market. Meaning the roads sometimes have to be closed. Some places sometimes have to be closed off for a period of time. So yeah, sometimes protests can take a lot of resources away from the market. But debating doesn't really take anything from the police, because you're just setting up the banner and people are coming there and you're talking to them. That's literally what you're doing. So it's literally, I think that's what the government should be telling us to try do. I think that's what the country, our leaders should be trying to encourage all of us to go out there and debate each other. And, wrestle with our intelligence and go back and forth and see what we agree and what we disagree on. But, okay, now we do that. Oh, no. No, you can't do that. We're going to make sure we put you on the ground and we're going to put our knees on your... just look at how they grabbed this guy. Just look at how they were on this guy. 4 of them on top of him. And by the way, they were just debating... A student comes in, flip the table, and somehow the police feels like they are, they can do this. Step on his thing. 4 of them. Wow. It's crazy. It's insane. And this is becoming the new normal. This is a normal thing now. Teaching everybody a lesson. They're making an example out of him. Like, hey, if you do this, this is what will happen to you. Don't oppose us. And if you're going to try to debate, don't debate this. This is non-negotiable. Basically, it's a non-negotiable thing now. Mass migration, non-negotiable. Don't even try to set up a banner. Don't even try to protest. This will happen. Yeah, it's crazy. Here's another clip. This clip is quite frightening. It's quite scary because the police, the British police now say, making someone feel offended, it's a crime. So if you offend someone in the public and they somehow go to the police and they're like, hey, police, I am offended. And then they might be like, hey, all right, who offended you? And they could point it at you, and the police can come and arrest you. This for me is quite like, okay, all right, now we're pushing. We're going too far. All right, slow down, chill out now. What do you mean being offensive? It's a crime now. Listen to this, folks. So a lady goes to the police officer. She tells the police officers, that guy has committed a crime. He offended me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is what she did. Police, that guy committed a crime. He offended me. And then, of course, the guy's like, what do you mean I offended you? That's not a crime. And guess what? The police responded saying it is a crime. I mean, are we going too fast? Am I missing something out? Did they somehow change the laws overnight and we're just waking up to this? Well, now, because nowadays you can get arrested for calling somebody a muppet. And being offensive, it's a crime now. Listen to this, folks.
Also, like, super fucking offensive.
I'm offensive. Is that a crime?
Yeah.
Being offensive is a crime.
So...
Being offensive is a crime now. What is this? Did you say it is? Are you joking me?
I have a video.
Is that a joke? Being offensive is a crime. I just heard you say that. What's your badge number? What is your badge number? What is your badge number? Tell me what your badge number is. What is your badge number? Thank you.
Yeah. Being offensive is a crime. Being offensive is a crime. Okay, folks. Take it how you will. Yep. Make sure you don't offend somebody today, all right? Because you could end up in jail. Or you might miss one day of your, of your life out there. You might be in a cell for a couple hours because you offended somebody. And that could be anything. Very blurry line here. There's not even line anymore. They could just capture you because somebody saw your face and they felt offended by the way you were dressing or by the way you were walking, by the way you were talking, your voice. They just got offended. The police can respond, yes, it's a crime. And yeah, you might be dragged on the floor, knee on your neck, dragged into the van and arrested because you offended somebody. It's like we're living in... This makes George Orwell look like a baby. This makes George Orwell, 1984, the novel, look like he was just... It makes him look like a saint. Because this is just getting started right now. And by the way, we're going to get into more stories. When you hear about what's going on in the digital ID in the digital ID realm, you're gonna feel, I mean, it's just even worse. So it won't be the police arresting you; it'll be AI policing you. We're gonna get into it, folks. It's kind of scary how our freedom and privacy has just been slowly been taken away from us. Slowly been taken away from us. Soon the police won't even be able to show their badge. Because that's the only thing that's stopping them. It looks like that's the only thing the police is stopping the police from arresting anyone they see around who they think is being offensive or whatever they want to call it, whatever crime they're committing. Well, perceived to be committing. Now, there's more to this. There's more into this story, and we're gonna get into it. There's more into this story. So now, of course, as you can see, the table was flipped upside down. The table was flipped upside down. A lot of students are watching and chanting and basically cheering on because they wanted this to happen. They wanted the table to be flipped upside down. I think they wanted even more. Now the students are saying, apparently, if you was to debate mass migration in Europe is so offensive to do so. You have to be cast away to the dogs and be terrorized by fellow students, in the premises. And also, they are also claiming that the refugees, the asylum seekers, or maybe I should say the illegal migrants who are coming into the UK are fleeing from war, and they saying that France is a war-torn country. I mean, maybe this student spoke out and maybe he didn't know what he was saying, wrongfully just made this statement, but apparently France now is a war-torn country, and those people who are fleeing from France to here, they are legitimate refugees fleeing from a war-torn country, which is France. Listen to this, folks.
Why are we scumbags? Because we wanted to have a debate with people. Do you think this is acceptable behaviour?
No, I think
The fact that this institution will defend this.
It's the question, do you think you deserved it? Causing the division in the fucking
Division?
country.
What? Because I don't want illegal rapists in my country?
Asylum seekers.
They come from France.
Oh, okay. They come from countries that we bomb, we pillage and
We
rape.
bomb France.
Bro, you don't even know what you're talking about, bro.
Yeah, apparently we bombed France and we pillaged France, and of course the French people are coming over here, and it happens to be a lot of Sudanese, a lot of Afghanis, a lot of Iranians, a lot of Pakistanis. The French, fleeing, because we bombed France, whatever. I don't know. Is there any point of going to school? I was debating this with a good friend, and my good friend was saying school is very important. Everybody should go to school. I agree to some sense, but when you see this happening at the university campus, you kind of feel like, what do these guys actually learn in school? What do they actually learn? Because according to the numbers now, especially if you're a conservative mother or father who you want to send your kid to a conservative school and learn some conservative value, or maybe you're a Christian, you want your kids to learn some Christian way of living, values and morals, and live as what Christ would live if you were here with us. The numbers say, according to the numbers, in every single university, if there's 20 teachers, there's going to be like maybe 2 who will be conservative, or who will be capitalist, or who will have like any type of conservative value. So it's 1 to 18. So okay, it makes sense for people who hold left-wing values, The mothers and fathers who hold left-wing values and they want to send their kids to school to learn exactly this, it makes sense. Because, I mean, just send them to any school, all right, in the UK. Because they're going to get more than that. Yeah, they're going to come back home with purple hair. They're going to come back home. Yeah, very, they will look very the way they do. But for conservative parents or for conservative family that wants to send their kids to a university, I mean, this is what they're getting. And of course, I'm not saying all university students out there, don't want to see anybody debating. There's not, don't want to see anybody express their freedom of speech and have an intellectual debate with their peers. Of course not. Some students probably go there wanting to engage, wanting to debate, wanting to obviously learn and observe and take stuff that they can take from school and leave some bad stuff that they don't want to take. I'm sure there's some students, but a lot of it in recent years, looking at what the university has been producing, I mean, yeah, it doesn't look like a fair trade, especially when it's getting more expensive and more expensive. Doesn't look like a better trade to make as a parent to send your kids there. But this is Tom Montgomery. He's been doing a fantastic job. I want to big him up for that. Very bravery. He's been out there in the front line ever since his campaign. He's an activist, so he's been out there all the time. So any protest that takes place around him, not even just around him, even in Liverpool, he travels around up north as well, in Manchester and all these other places, not just in London. So yeah, give him a follow, folks. I'll leave the link in the description of his channel and his campaign. You can go and support him. What a guy. Cool guy. All right. Let's cover this other story. This other story will shock you, folks. A huge expose. Huge. Very big. Man, insane. So this is what's going on. So if you're out there thinking, Barack, there's a lot of people in the country, how they getting here? It's definitely not just illegal boats coming in. It's definitely not just the ferries and the dinghies and the lorries. Yeah, I agree. This is what's taking place. The Times investigation has revealed a growing black market industry in which migrants paid thousands of pounds for skilled worker visa sponsorship tied to jobs that do not exist. They do not exist. These jobs do not exist. Listen to this. I mean, it's crazy. The mockery that they're making on the immigration system is you can't even laugh anymore. It's better you cry. Watch this video, and then of course I'm gonna go through it more. I mean, there's multiple companies who are operating in this new business, this new industry. I don't think it's new, but I think this has been existing for a very long time, to the point where even the Home Office themselves, the workers, the people who work at the Home Office, also participate into this as well, and they make some sort of cash in a way where an asylum seeker applicant is denied. They reach out to the asylum seeker privately, and then they make a deal, and then the asylum seeker pays them money, and that worker goes back into the Home Office and approve the thing. It's dangerous. It's crazy. If you think, man, listen to this. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it more.
We spent quite a lot of time going through Facebook groups where people seeking UK visas look for advice. And we found a lot of posts from agents and others who were offering to arrange this sponsorship. So there were lots of posts that offered sponsorship with real jobs, but there were others that said explicitly that they were payroll only or that they were without work. And the arrangements basically involve documents being issued, which are called certificates of sponsorship, and they say on paper that the person is being hired in a real job. And those documents are then used to apply to the Home Office for a visa.
Which areas are most affected? Which sort of job sectors are most affected?
So when we're talking about the types of people who ended up turning to this black market, we found that it was in many cases people who had come to the UK legally, often as care workers or in other skilled jobs, and then they'd lost that sponsorship, so they were looking for other roles. We found these sort of payroll-only sponsorships and fake jobs being offered in a range of sectors. So it was IT, hospitality, finance, graphic design, and in many cases they were like senior level roles. They were pitched as senior level roles, but yeah, obviously don't exist.
Right. I mean, the job shortage list, if you like, it was very extensive. It's been sort of subsequently reduced since Boris Johnson was Prime Minister and this Labour government. Has that made it more difficult?
Yeah, so I think there are several things that have made it more difficult for people to find jobs legitimately. If you came to the UK and you had a sponsored job and you then lose it, you have 60 days to find another sponsor or leave the country. And we heard from people who had really struggled to find alternate sponsors, because either, because of this tightening of the rules, which means there are far fewer jobs available for skilled workers now, but also because the Home Office has increased its compliance against companies. So it's removing licenses from companies. And when a company gets its license taken away, all the workers linked to that company also kind of get told that they then have 60 days to find a new role. So there's a lot of demand for jobs at the same time as people are just reporting finding it really difficult.
Right. So it gets really bad because we did, obviously, as you already know, when the story comes out, we don't just take it from them. We use their work and we dig into it. We dig into it and we find more, and we always do. So now this expose from the time is just basically it. How would you say this? It just touches the surface out, I have to say. Because there's visa agents, hundreds of them in the country and outside the country as well. In India, in other countries, there's hundreds of them. And the shells companies, and you got corruption intermediary who fabricates employment records and certificates and sponsorship. And most of these guys also have some sort of ties in the Home Office. Maybe they have a guy over there who pulls stuff off. And maybe they have a couple guys in the Home Office. You know those government jobs? Once you get a government job, you're kind of secure for life. Have you ever heard that? Have you ever heard of a saying, once you get a government job, you're not going to go broke ever again? Because your pension is always secure. Everything is always secure. Unless you like mess up really bad. So there's guys in the back who are also pulling the strings to get this working. And then, of course, there's other people who are making it actually, come to fruition. Now, there is this lady who was caught telling the truth. Basically saying how it is. She's a student here. She's a student from India. And she goes by the name of Kamal. Kamal's a student. And she So she runs this consultant and she advertises on media. And of course, this is a video I'm going to play to you of her busting on how she's able to get this thing done. And how easy it is. And she didn't know she was being recorded. Of course she didn't know she was being recorded. Because if she did, she wouldn't say all this. And she's telling the people, or she's telling the person who she was trying to recruit and trying to tell how easy it is. She's telling them how you can easily get it done. And all you got to do, just follow these steps. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. And you'll be able to get through it. I mean, I'm going to play this video in a minute, but if you think Somali fraud in Minnesota was like a big fraud, man, if we look into the immigration system in the UK, it's gonna make the Somali fraud look like a walk in the park, because it's huge, it's big, and it didn't start in 2024. It didn't start in 2022. It started long time ago. There's even cases. I didn't want to go too. I mean, we found some couple reports, some couple of news outlet reporting by time ago, where the Home Office workers were arrested for being a part of this. So this thing has been going on for time. Now listen to this. Listen to this lady bragging on how easy it is to get a student visa here and then instantly stay for as long as you want. Listen to this.
Like with job and without job.
Okay.
And if you're going with job, it will be 17, 18, 19.
Okay.
As of now, I have one available in Nestle. Like, I'll share you all the details of the company. They are providing support living work and door-to-door work, and they have the care homes as well.
Okay.
It will cost you 17,000 pounds.
Okay. With job.
With job. And your NHS will cover in that.
Okay.
It will be 5-year visa.
Got it. The skilled worker use.
The skilled worker visa. And I have one available in Delhi Park, the Box Park, restaurant.
Okay.
So they are giving you the sponsorship, or they will give you the manager designation.
Okay.
Either as a staff as well they have.
What does it mean without work?
If he'll go for without work,
What does that mean?
he has to run the payroll only.
So
इनको सिर्फ tax pay करना रहेगा.
Can you explain that? So he runs
Like
the payroll.
as you're working under me,
Yeah.
right? आप मेरे अंदर काम करते हो, तो मैंने आपको जॉब नहीं दी है, सिर्फ स्पॉन्सरशिप दी हुई है.
Okay.
ठीक है, सिर्फ स्पॉन्सरशिप दी हुई है. तो मैं आप मुझे जो सैलरी आपका मैं शो कर रही हूँ ऑन पेपर,
Yeah.
वो आपको मुझे देनी है इन कैश.
So he has to pay you in cash.
इन कैश
Yeah.
मैं वो पूरा अमाउंट उनके अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर करूँगा. ये एक साइकिल फॉलो करना पड़ेगा.
For how many years? For 5 years, 4 years?
Yeah.
The length of the visa.
Yeah.
But
उसमें से टैक्स जो है वो गवर्नमेंट को चले जाएगा. रेस्ट ऑफ द मनी ही कैन विड्रॉ.
Okay. What are your charges?
I'm charging for 1,000 pounds.
Sorry?
1,000.
1,000 to arrange everything?
Yes.
Okay.
And I have options available. ग्लोबल टैलेंट वीज़ा है जिसमें आपको 3 साल में आपको ILR मिल जाता है. तो वो सारे टैलेंट के सर्टिफिकेट्स वो बनाती है, वो सबके एक्सपीरियंस लेटर्स बनाते हैं, सब जेन्युइन होता है.
Okay. So you can make the certificates for the talent?
Yes, but उसका कॉस्ट बहुत हाई है.
How much is that?
वो 30 to 32,000.
So you have many customer clients you process?
Yes. I did 7 to 8.
Some success?
Yes.
All success.
So, of course, she brags on having all these clients. She's working with so many people who come to her. By the way, she's here on a student visa. So she's here as a student. She's been recruited by these bogus consultation, these bogus, visa agents, these sometimes even people who work at the home office who want to make extra money away from who want to join this market. So she was recruited to also recruit other students. As you already know, students, when you come here, you get to study, and then you probably get like a year or two to get some work and get some experience here, and then your visa ends. Your visa ends, I think, a year after you graduate, or maybe 2 years after you graduate, and obviously you got to go back home. Now, of course, so she's recruiting international students. She's telling them, hey, this is what you can do. We have so many clients. I can hook you up. I mean, this is so easy. I mean, it's legit. We have thousands of people who are calling. I mean, this is booming. Hurry up right now. So you don't, before we close. A discount for you right now. Whatever the marketing really is to get people at the door. So she, of course, supplies details of the company she's working. But she warns the people, she warned the person in the thing not to tell anyone. Because you can't leak this. Of course you can't leak it because it's a black business. It's in the black market. You're not meant to do it. But obviously they're going to do it anyway. Now it gets even worse. It gets even worse. Because this video was just released recently. I have to big up Daily Mail for the work that they've been doing. I have to say Daily Mail do a lot of work. They are like... they publish a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff. So among other stuff that I found, I also found this other thing. Let's see if we can zoom this in. So this man that you're seeing right now on your screen, is of course, as you already know, as we're talking about right now, is a visa agent. And of course, he's sorting out people's visas. Of course, he's sorting out people's stay. And he's telling them how much it will cost. And he's telling them, what they need to do to get it done. And how long they're going to be able to stay in the country. So if you think it's just illegal migrants coming through the boat, you need to think twice. Actually, you need to think every single night, because people are coming in, and this is so dangerous because you'll never know if they are illegal or legal, because they come legally. Yeah, they apply to the Home Office for visa, because of course they get, let's say they're in Nigeria. Let's say they're in Nigeria right now. Actually, let's say they're in Pakistan or India, because a lot of these businesses have to say they're operating. Most of their clients are Indians or Pakistanis. Let's say a guy from India applies for skilled worker visa here, and now he's been granted a work. This bogus company that claims is gonna pay him £50,000 a year, and of course that's a lot of money. And the Home Office will be like, "Oh yeah, this is okay. You can come work." And of course they'll check that company, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this company exists. Oh, he's gonna come to work. All right, he's gonna come to work." But that company does not actually pay this person. What happens is that this person, when that person gets to the UK, there's no job, but he has a paper that shows him he's able to work, that got him to get the visa granted to him for 5 years. So while he's here, he has to pay that person who got him the paper to get into the country. So now he's here working like a slave, looking for a cash in hand job and all these other jobs, so they can keep on paying this person back. And by the way, the crazy thing is, oh my God, this is really evil. I don't know how people are doing this to other people. It's really why would you do this to somebody? So they pay them. So let's say, all right, I'm trying to explain this to you guys. All right, let me try again. So let's say, are you guys understanding what I'm trying to explain here? Are you guys understand? Are you guys with me? Am I going nuts here? Comment down below. Am I going insane? Are you guys able to understand what I'm saying? All right, I hope so. Now look. So let's say there's company A, there's this fake company, but of course he's registered with a company house and everything. They file their taxes and they show on paper they look like a legit business. They have a business address and all the lovely stuff, and their social media platform is just doing well. Facebook page is looking well, Instagram page is looking great, everything's looking fine. Now this company promises Majif, let's call him Majif, right? Majif is in India, right? Majif is trying to get into the UK illegally, but obviously it's very risky for him to do this and do that and do that. But somehow he sees a post on Facebook that says, visa, workers, skilled worker visa available right now. Apply here, and of course he applies because he's thinking, all right, okay. He gets on a call, he gets on a Zoom call, he gets pitched the idea. And then he's like, okay, oh man, the idea. So it's a fake stuff. Damn it. But I want to come still. But you're going to get me there, but then I'm going to own you this amount of money. So then he'll come to the UK, he'll open up a UK bank, whatever. He's going to be working. On paper, he's going to be working. Money is going to be sent to his bank. Yes, money gets sent to his bank. Of course, because they need to show they need to show the government that this business actually pays people, right? So they pay him money. Look, let's say he gets 3K a month. So they pay him 3K a month, but then he has to send it back. So all right. I know it's nuts. It's nuts. It's insane. I know some guy just said this is insane. It's crazy. So let's say they pay him 3K a month. He returns 3K with interest. So that could be 10% interest. That could be maybe it could be just a cap fee where it's like, all right, you're going to pay £200 extra to what we pay you. So let's say they give him 3K a month. He's going to send back £3,200 back to them. Every month he's going to do that. Every month he's going to do that. Those guys are making money. And then on paper, he looks like this guy is actually working. But no, this guy is out there doing delivery. This guy is out there doing some crazy stuff. Doing some insane stuff to keep himself in the UK and also to keep to keep himself able to live and doing all the stuff that, you know, a human being needs to do in the UK. I mean, it's dangerous, folks. It's crazy. Now watch this video. He gets caught. This is a recruiter who has links, who has multiple people working in different countries recruiting for him. Or maybe he's recruiting for somebody else. And he gets caught. Here's a video. Let's play it.
So basically you pay me and then we pay the employer. You keep 900 and you get the rest of it. The business did very well in 23-24. A lot of people minted a lot of money. Once you get your visa, you can speak to the owner or whatever, because then you are on the route to permanent residency. After you get that, with an amount, whatever it is, go to India, get married, bring your wife over here, and then, you know, she can apply. You keep 900 and you get the rest of it. It depends, anywhere from 18 to 20 to 22,000. Yeah. So basically you pay me and then we pay the employer.
Once we pay the deposit, 5K,
will
cash or?
Like, thoda bahut bank transfer kar sakte hain, because you know you can do bank transfer.
Okay. To you, to fly over?
No, we can't take it on flyover. Oh. Then there's a trail.
Okay, is it to you?
I'll give either my personal account or I'll give somebody else's, like, you know, some of my clients' personal account.
Okay.
See, there can't be a trail of it.
A trail, can't be a paper trail. Okay.
I sponsored her on my license, my flyover license.
Yeah.
I got her as a senior web developer.
But she's not a web developer.
She's not a web developer. She's done only 12th grade.
12th grade.
They don't ask you for what. That's the employer's responsibility.
Yeah.
He is hiring. Home Office is just interested with the money that they're getting.
That's your job. That's your job.
So this is how everybody got into this business of sponsor license, sponsor. The business did very well in 23-24. A lot of people minted a lot of money.
Yeah. The business did well in 2023 and 2024. A lot of people made a lot of money. It's booming. It's taking the new highs. It's flying. And flyover is called. Obviously, in particular, this one is called flyover. So they do the marketing. They spend on Google ads. They spend Facebook ads. They do it like a proper business. But no, don't send it to the bank account. Don't send it to my bank. You know, you got to send the money here. You got to do cash. Don't leave a paper trail when you send it back to my account, because we have to show the pay slips. We have to show all these things to the payee, you know, to the gov, to the business filing when we do. And when you're hired with us, we have to make sure it's legit. And then you get to do whatever you got to do while you're in the UK. But every month, you got to pay that back, all right? You got to pay us back, okay? Okay. All right. And it's been going on for years, folks. It's been going on for freaking years. There's a case right now. I don't know if you know, but one of the guys who worked for the Home Office was fired because he was fired and arrested for 4 years. You can search this up. It was fired and arrested for 4 years because an asylum seeker who applied for an asylum, right? Claimed, his application was rejected. And guess what this worker did? Of course, because he works there, he knows the information, he sees it, he knows the number, he knows the address, he knows everything. He took the number, he contacted the applicant after work, away from work. He contacted the applicant. He made a deal with him to receive £2,000 from the applicant in order for him to go back to work the next day and say he made a mistake and approve the application for that guy. And he did. And so many other people have been doing Basically, it's becoming a new, it's a business within itself. It's a side hustle for all these workers too. The Home Office knows this. And the workers know it, especially knowing that one person has been arrested recently for 4 years for doing that. It goes deeper, folks. The corruption is deep. Somebody needs to drop whatever they're doing and they need to go deep into this and find out what's going on and expose it. So the time, the Times investigation touched the surface. Yes, they touched, they basically glared around the top. But it goes deeper, There's more to do. There's more to say. There's more to show. And we're just getting started, folks. We're just getting started. It's crazy. All right. I want to get to another story. This one is close to my heart. It should be to you as well. It ought to be to you as well. This one's about digital ID. Keir Starmer came out there and said, the Labour Party come out there and said, hey, we're no longer going to pursue this digital ID stuff. We can't do it. We heard you guys. You guys said no to digital ID. So, it's a democracy. You guys didn't want it. We didn't have it in our manifesto. So we're going to say no. Since you guys said no, we're not going to do it. And everybody was out there chanting. Everybody's out there singing, dancing, screaming. And doing all the stuff. Doing backflips and stuff. And then I do a research. And many others have discovered that we're not going to do it. It's a facade. And they're digging deeper. And all the contracts that they've been giving to people. All the contracts that they've been giving to all these private companies. Before, it was that the government was going to lead it. But now, because we protest so much, now guess what? It's going to carry on, but the government won't lead it. It's going to be private companies instead. Even worse. So now companies like Oracle, companies like Palantir Technology, all these guys, companies like OpenAI with Sam Altman, companies, all these other companies that come out here and say, oh, we're going to restore data. We're going to store data for you guys. All these companies will get our data. And then Shabana Mahmood, yesterday, I think 2-3 days ago, she comes out there trying to basically silence the public because everybody's angry with her. We're all angry with her, given the fact that what she did in Cobra. A lot of people are angry. So she came out there saying, hey, we're going to reform the police. How are we going to reform the police? Are we going to reduce the numbers of police that will be in the street? And then we're going to increase the digital AI and the AI facial recognition technology with the police. So we're going to remove the human being and we're going to increase the AI and the cameras. So that way the cameras don't take a day off. As long as they charge and plugged in, they can work forever. Because you are just a naughty person and we need to watch you constantly. That's the message. Listen to this, folks. It goes deeper. It's worse than you think. If you think digital ID is just here to catch the bad guys, to go out there and just use when it's needed. No. It's being used every single second. It's a system that will be connected to the 15-minute city. It's a system that will be connected to the digital bank currency. It's a system that will be connected to every single thing, every single aspect of your life. It's a system that will be connected to carbon tax or everything. It's worse. And if we don't stop it now, I don't know what we're going to be doing. We're just going to be proving how innocent we are every single day when we wake up. Listen to this.
We've discovered an alarming £20 million tender showing police plans to ramp up the use of live facial recognition across the UK. Just recently, the new policing minister said this.
In considering its present and future use, we must balance privacy concerns against the expectations that we place on the police.
But just days later, we found a police tender document worth £20 million, inviting tech companies to develop facial recognition software that could work across the whole UK. While the new government is promising to investigate the use of facial recognition technology, police forces are dodging scrutiny and attempting to rush in mass biometric surveillance that would turn the streets of Britain into high-tech police lineups. Our allies around the world are banning and restricting the use of this technology, but UK police forces are quietly pouring in millions of taxpayers' money into this dangerous surveillance technology. Facial recognition cameras pose the biggest threat to privacy in living memory. We're fighting back. Are you with us?
Yes, I am with you. I am with you. We're going to fight hard. We have to. The moment this digital ID gets passed through, the moment this thing gets to be put upon us, it's game over. It's game freaking over. Because, the cameras will not go off. They're going to replace the lamppost. Well, they're not going to replace the lamppost lights. They're going to just put the cameras inside the lamppost. And we have lampposts everywhere. And the city will be super connected. It's called Connected City. Just search it up. It's going to be super connected. Nowhere will go dark. The signal will be super tight. And they'll control anyone and everyone. And when you see those people that goes to the World Economic Forum, Davos, and they're sitting there telling the world how good their company really is, and then they start saying, "Hey, we should start trying to prevent people from committing crime. We should try to police them before they commit crime." Here's an exercise that we can do to find out who's going to commit crime before they commit crime, so we can arrest them. Yeah, it's gonna get even worse, folks. It's gonna get even worse. Now, of course, you think this is just for the rapists and sex offenders. Yes, of course, we have to get the sex offenders off the street. They're not welcome. Sex offenders, rapists, people who are out there to assault girls and young boys and assault people, they gotta go. All right. I'm in favor of getting the rapists off the street. I'm in favor of that. Let's do that. But don't assume all of us are out there to do what these guys are doing to our young people or to our people in the street. Don't assume all of us are somehow guilty. Now we have to show how innocent we are. Now look at this. Facial recognition technology is not just on the vans now. It's inside the shopping center. It's inside shops. So if you're going into the shop, you just want to get jeans, why is you're going to Sports Direct. All you want to do is Sports Direct is get yourself some gloves. It's getting cold, isn't it, right? Or maybe you want to get yourself some nice techers, the Baraka show, the nation needs to know. You want to get yourself a little t-shirt. Hey, maybe we're not there yet, but soon we might be in Sports Direct. Let's say you just want to go get yourself a t-shirt, Manchester City t-shirt, the best club, of course. What other team would you want to go get? Anyways, you walk in, your face is, they know who you are. Your address will probably pull up in the database. They will know, yeah, they're saying this. They might say, oh yeah, we're doing this so we can catch thieves after they steal something. No. We want to record every single person. So let's say one day you out there protesting, they can look at your face and find where you entered, Man, this will be so connected. It's so scary, bro. I don't know why people are just doing other stuff. This should be the main topic. This is bigger than any other thing that we have to fight for, including migration, yes. But watch this.
Why is the UK government launching a 10-week consultation on the use of live facial recognition? That was Sports Direct, and as you can tell from this sign right here, FaceWatch, they employ the use of live facial recognition technology. Now, the Metropolitan Police and several police forces across England and Wales are set to roll out even more of it. And already they've spent over £12 million of taxpayers' money just like you. But before this point, they hadn't asked the public about how they feel about the technology. The police have used it to scan and arrest many people, including sex offenders, using the technology. But there's not so much transparency on how many of those who were arrested were let go. There was a case of Danielle Horan in Manchester who was ejected from 2 home bargains because she was wrongly identified as somebody who'd stolen £10 worth of goods as a result of the facial recognition technology. According to Liberty Investigates and other organisations, what we've seen is a false positive rate in the use of the technology, especially when it applies to, for example, black women. Now, Beyond this, we'd also have to talk about how there's no specific safeguards about how and when live facial recognition is used by these police forces. No legislation or regulation exists. So whilst it could be a positive step in the way of transforming the way that police do their role, it may not necessarily meet the test set by the public for their trust to be put in it if it doesn't consult with them. But what do you think? And if you'd like to learn more about any of this, read the caption down below, follow Novo for more, and you can support our work from £1 a month on Patreon.
So, it's in shopping center now. It's everywhere. It's happening. And it looks like, I mean, we can't, it looks like we are basically being, you know, we're slow. They're moving fast and we're just slow. The technocrat are moving fast. They're connecting the city together. They're making sure every single person is connected. They're making sure every single face is out there. It's easy because they know how quickly they can get this done. But they're slowly just taking their time and they're making secret deals so they don't get, you know, because the moment everybody gets to know this at the same time, it's dangerous for them because everybody will oppose this. I don't think anyone is in favor of having their face being scanned every single time they step outside. Because we already seen that happening in every single hotel now. Where nowadays some hotel managers, some hotel owners are putting CCTV inside, which is like illegal. You shouldn't be doing that. Where Airbnb now, you walk in, and of course some people say, hey, we're putting a camera here so we can see, you know, we don't want people stealing our stuff. We don't want people destroying our house. But you'll know if they destroyed it when you're going back there to clean it. But no, they're putting all these cameras. Which is like, you're destroying the very one thing that we all meant to have, our privacies, you know, our freedom of movement, our freedom of speech. You have to prove us to be guilty of some sense because we are all innocent till proven guilty. But if you're constantly watching us, if you're constantly checking on us, if the camera is always watching me every time I go outside, I mean, am I guilty? Do I have to always walk in a certain way that an innocent person has to walk for you to be convinced that I'm not going to do anything? Am I always guilty now? That's basically what we are talking about. It destroys the whole premise of proving, you know, guilty till proven innocent. Sorry. Innocent till proven guilty. But now it's over around. We are always guilty. Then we have to prove ourselves to be innocent. Now watch this. This is a thing that they're working for. The government, the Labour Party. Also the Conservatives too. We can't forget the Conservative. Alright, the Labour Party are making it worse. But the Conservatives were a part of this too. Some of the deals that the Labour Party have exaggerated, have exacerbated is because the Conservative brought it in. Some of the laws that the Conservative are using to police and to restrict our movement is because the Conservative brought it in. So we can't forget the Conservative. They were a part in making. They were a part in bringing this thing here, in bringing this thing to an existence, in creating this tool that now the Labour Party is having fun with, you know, playing with. So we can't forget them. But this is what the Labour Party is creating underneath. They've blocked almost every single media outlet to speaking on this. So that's why we don't even know much about it. They are in court fighting back and forth. So then they court, obviously the court wants us to know, but they are fighting the court to keep it to keep this closely guarded. Now listen to this information that my man here is gonna expose. It's frightening, folks, and we gotta do everything to stop this.
What if I told you that in court the government is fighting to keep this hidden? A secretive system of intense surveillance targeting the most vulnerable people in Britain is coming to light. Millions of people in the UK are being secretly profiled by government algorithms that are riddled with bias. And you could be one of them. The Department for Work and Pensions is using AI models to secretly profile and flag benefits claimants. Our investigation has found that these models are biased against your age, your nationality, your relationship status, and even your illnesses. And instead of fixing them, the DWP went to court to keep the risk secret. And now they're building even more AI AI-powered models with huge potential for discrimination, and they're refusing to publish the details, despite the risk to millions of people's rights. Our new report, Suspicion by Design, uncovers how these automated tools are quietly reshaping our welfare system. This is a system built on secrecy, suspicion and surveillance, and we need transparency now. You deserve to know how these AI tools are affecting your life. Read our new report using the link in our bio.
Yeah, this is what's going on, folks, and I think it's important that we all sit down together and we talk about it. Enough. Okay, there's a lot of things that we're fighting here in the UK, but we have to like start sorting out our priority. Okay, we have to start sorting out the priorities of, you know, then we have to sort out the sequences of how we're gonna deal with them. We can't go and protest all of this at once. We have to figure out which one is more important, and we have to take it up first. I think this digital ID is way more important. That is number one. Yes, we might oppose migration and all these things, but digital ID is number one. Because once they bring that, I mean, can you really go out there and protest if you always have to prove yourself guilty, innocent? Can you really go out there and do normal stuff if you always have to prove yourself to be a decent person? You know, there's no privacy. Your tweets are being checked. And you can't really do normal stuff. So to fight the next one, you can't do it. So that's why I say this one is more important. It's like air. We need air to breathe. Okay, we might like food, we might like drink, but we need air. That's the first thing. And then, of course, you can say we need water. That's the next thing. You can go a little bit without food. You can go a couple of days without food, but you need water. If you got air, you got water. I mean, you kind of saw it, all right? You kind of saw it a little bit for a couple of days. And then some people might argue we need food. You don't think of nice designer t-shirt first. No. You don't think of like, oh no, I'm naked. No. You think of, you need air, you need water, you need food. And then maybe you can be like, all right, cool. Everything else is like, all right, maybe I need a house. Okay. I need shelter. All right. Okay, cool. I need a mate. You know, need a partner. There's sequence to this, folks. There is sequence to this. And right now, if there's things that we need to defeat in the UK, I say digital ID is number one. Then we can go through the list. We can debate which one should come next. But digital ID is number freaking one. Because if you oppose everything, if you oppose the 15-minute say, if you oppose the digital currency, if you oppose all these globalist control, if you opposed all these satanic, technocrats, AI surveilling, all these crazy stuff that you've seen the movies. If you oppose all that, then digital ID needs to be number freaking one. Yeah. This is it, folks. Now, if you think, all right, Brack, you are just becoming a conspiracy theorist, could you just be a journalist for once? Folks, I am telling you exactly what's going on. Now, you might be thinking, oh, they are just working to get this digital ID here. It's not going to get done. We got enough time. We can fight this. Take time, breathe, chill out for a bit. No. The amount of power the police already have is dangerously insane. I have to say, it's like, how do these guys have this much power? How do they have so much power where they can check your phone and check your numbers and see your conversation and also go to the other person's number and check them and go through your phone, unlock your phone? Yeah. Okay, you have password on your phone. Do you really? They can go through all that. It's deep. You can go through your phone, go through your number, every single. Well, if you have Signal, let's say you use Signal because you think Signal is like a very encrypted messaging platform. No, the police can go through it. It's easy. It's like you left the door open. That's how easy it is. They can just walk in, see your message, find a friend that you're talking to. Look at that friend. Yeah, they look at who you're talking to. Then through that number, they'll be able to get on that guy's his phone as well. This is dangerously. I mean, talk about control. Talk about authoritarian. Talk about privacy. It's gone. That is. Watch this video, folks, of expose. I don't know. I think this was Sky News or BBC that exposed this. I don't know how they got to do this. I don't know how the police allowed them to expose this. So a police officer is showing how powerful they are. I mean, how much power they have. And now Shabana Mahmood says, hey, you're going to get digital ID as well. You know, facial recognition as well. So you don't need their phone anymore. You can just watch them all the time. Watch this. Yeah, it's BBC, I guess. Crazy, folks.
Call logs, chats, cookies, device notifications, emails, instant messages, passwords.
You can see deleted conversations on encrypted apps like WhatsApp and Signal. Millie's deleted web browsing history.
Hopefully nothing too embarrassing.
Contact information for everyone she's spoken to, the locations of all her calls.
And you can see other people's phone numbers. So obviously got more.
Can you see their messages to you?
Yeah.
So the police are getting information about people that you've contacted who have nothing to do with the arrest that might have happened.
Exactly, dangerous. And who may have contacted me securely about work using Signal. I think the most worrying is that this can happen on arrest, even when charges are never even brought. It can also happen to witnesses and to victims. There seems to be nothing clear in terms of deletion, so it seems like the police can effectively do what they want when they obtain your phone.
It's a scary amount of information. It's also so useful for the police.
Yeah,
this is going to be so important in investigations.
Of course. The trouble is, at the moment, you don't need a warrant to obtain any of this. There has to be a degree of involvement of checks and balances that says, well, do you know what, in this case, it's not necessary or proportionate. You don't need this person's phone.
Yeah, there's no warrants for it. There's no warrants for it. They can go in your phone, take every single thing that you have on your phone. They can go through your bank. They can go through all that. And now we are giving him more power. We're like, hey, take this as well. How about you take this more power too? That's what Shabana Mahmood is like. Hey, take this more power to give. We don't, you know, facial recognition technology. Take it. More power for you, police officer. Police us, please. We're all naughty. We're all guilty, man. You know, we need to be watched. We can't be trusted. And that's why you see a lot of people being arrested for tweets. Why is somebody being arrested for tweets? How do you know? How does a police officer know that you tweeted? Because they are watching. They have their notifications on. They've turned post on notification. You like something, they're gonna know. You message somebody, they know what you said and what time you messaged them. Nowadays, even Elon Musk is, Elon Musk, I'm not a big fan of Elon Musk. When it comes to business, I'm a big fan. I'm like, yo, sick. Entrepreneur, guys. I like what he's done in terms of business. Cool stuff. But when it comes to like privacy and all these things, do you know that when you're on Twitter, the algorithm, can I really tell you this shit, folks? It's dangerous. So the algorithm sees every single time when you read a tweet or when you read something or when you see something, the algorithm sees your face, and based on your face expression, it tells if you like the tweet or if you like the algorithm section that you're in or not. So you don't even have to like the video anymore. You don't even have to like the tweet anymore. You just need to show they will see your face and see how you reacted to that thing. So if it was a cat video, they'll look at your face. They're recording your face, seeing your reaction to that cat video, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he likes cat, huh? He likes cat." Let's say if it was a report of a police reporting that a guy sexually assaulted somebody, and then you reading that and you smile, the algorithm will know that, oh yeah, this guy likes guys who sexually assault, young kids. It's dangerous. Your face expression now is like, you don't even have to tweet now. You don't have to like the videos now. They're just looking at your face, how you respond. Have you noticed how almost every single thing is always asking you to verify your face? I had this thing. I'm sorry, but just okay. Maybe I might go away from this story, but let me know. Let me know if I diverge too much. I don't want to go too far from this story. But recently, I was setting up things because I'm trying to get my employees to also have the business card, so when they are out and about, they can use it. They can use the card, and I can give them what do you call it, limits of amount that they can spend on. So let's say when they're in London, they can spend on this. They don't have to call me, or I don't have to reimburse them. They can just use the thing. And almost every single time when I was talking to my bank, to the business bank, and I'm going back and forth, there was so much face verification. I'm like, I verified here, then I verified here, then I verified here, then at the very end, I verified again. It's like my face will change. It's like, what do you mean? They're like, yeah, verify your face. Yeah, I do it. Verify your face. I do it. And yeah, if some people think, yeah, this is convenient. We don't have to tap our numbers. We don't have to tap our memory password. We don't have to do our password. We don't have to do none of these things. We can just show our face and we're in. Yes, I get it. It's very convenient. It is very easy. I get it. But that is data these guys are collecting, folks. That is data, and that data costs a lot of money. How do you look? Because they have to store your face in the system for them to know that it's you that wants to get access into the system, so then your bank can open and let you in. So your face is being stored somewhere else. Now the question you have to ask, who is storing these face? These people who have, because I'm sure a lot of people have, have iPhones. It's not just iPhones, it's Google phone and all these Pixel phones, Nothing phone, and all these phones, right? And most of these phones have facial recognition, password and stuff, where you can just show your face and you're into your phone. But somebody has to store your face. But with Apple, you can kind of have a little bit of a little bit of freedom, because Apple promises that it's going to keep everything safe. But then we've seen a case where the Labour Party wanted to have access of all those face. How long until Apple basically, give up and be like, all right, cool, fuck it, we're going to give you that face? How long? Because your face is already there. So there's so many layers of them asking you for your face. Show me your face. Show me your face. And it's kind of dangerous, because it's like, hey, why do you need my face? Well, they need your face. They're trying to put all these cameras everywhere. They need to recognize who you are. They need to be able to get into your bank as soon as possible. They need to make sure they stop you before you board the train. And how do you stop somebody from boarding the train? You stop the financial flipping control. You just say, yeah, this bank won't work today. And they try, when you're at the fucking train, you're trying to type your card, it's not working. Yeah, it's not working. They don't want you to get in the train. Remember that speech when Keir Starmer says, remember the speech after the riot in 2024, after we lost the 3 beautiful babies in Southport, and Keir Starmer made a speech saying, we're going to deploy facial recognition technology where we'll be able to stop you before you even board a train. I'm not even making this shit up, folks. Actually, let me find this video. Let me find this video, folks. I think it's important I find this video. By the way, Sadiq Khan was he won the politician of the year. Do you guys agree with that? Sadiq Khan won the politician of the year last night. I don't know who voted for him, but Sadiq Khan won the politician of the year. Oh God, help me. Keir Starmer. Oh God. What was it? Facial recognition technology. Yeah. Okay, cool. There is. All right. There is. I think this is important. Let's watch this. Let's watch this, folks. Let's watch this, folks.
We will establish a national capability across police forces to tackle violent disorder. These thugs are mobile. They move from community to community. And we must have a policing response that can do the same. Shared intelligence, wider deployment of facial recognition technology, preventative action, criminal behaviour orders to restrict their movements before they can even board a train, in just the same way that we do with football hooligans. And let me also say to large social media companies and those who run them, violent disorder clearly whipped up online, that is also a crime. It's happening on your premises, and the law must be upheld everywhere. That is the single most important duty of government. Service rests on security, and we will take all necessary action. We will establish a national capability across police forces to tackle violent...
This, of course, is Keir Starmer telling everybody that we're gonna get this system here that will be able to stop you before you even board a train. And now we have all these facial recognition technology being deployed around the country. I mean, that is worrying, folks. That is worrying. That is so worrying. Because they will be able to stop you before you even board a train. They will stop you. It's insane. It's dangerous. And something needs to be done about it. All right. By the way, let's move on. By the way, Sadiq Khan won the politician of the year. Have you seen this thing, folks? Am I the only one who opposed this? Sadiq Khan, politician of the year, Sir Sadiq Khan, Mayor of London, Sir Sadiq Khan, recognizing exceptional leadership in serving diverse communities across the capital. The politician of the year, Sadiq Khan. Do you guys agree with this? Sadiq Khan, the politician of the year. And how about this one? The youngest politician of the year. This lady is like 50 something, bro. How is she young? I'm sorry, bro. You gotta give that to like maybe Katie Lam or something. Somebody young. Don't know. And Sir Davey, overall MP of the year. I mean, yo, who's voting for this, folks? Who votes for this? Labour politician of the year. Darren Jones? What? Yeah, I don't know. Other party MP of the year. Conservative MP of the year. Who's this? Alan Mark? Okay, whatever. What about this? New Labour MP of the year. Oh, she's new. She looks... Maybe she should get a young politician of the year. How old is she? Who is she anyway? Okay, whatever. What about this? New Conservative. Who? Which one? I think this one. I think it's this one. New Conservative of the year. I mean, who votes for this? New Other Party. I mean, all these awards for what, bro? What you mean you have to be given an award? It's crazy, man. The comments are funny. But Sadiq Khan, politician of the year. All right, this is a big problem, folks. Who voted for this? This is a big problem. Something needs to be done, folks. How did Londoners think this is gonna be a good idea? Oh, you know, politician of the year, that goes to Sadiq Khan. I don't know. I'm against this one. I'm against this one for sure. Okay, I don't mind these little ones. Yeah, maybe he can get his little thing. Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna sleep with it. Okay, whatever he does with it. He can get his little fucking glass. Yeah, he's gonna sit on it. Whatever he does with it. But this guy, somehow politician of the year. God. Notice how they turned the comments off. They know people disagree with this. They agree with it so bad. They even turned the comments off. So it's even... Yeah, but anyways, what is this organization? What is this? Patchwork. What's that? We are non-partisan charity supporting really? What do they do? What sort of charity are they? Who do they help? Who do they help? Should we go on their website? Okay, they try to get young people into politics and okay. Also, you can tell this is it's a fully lefty-run organization. Yeah, so they probably just turn young people into somebody like Sadiq Khan or Sir Ed Davey or some shit. Why is nothing loading here? Anyways, this is what they do. This is the party. All right. Are they gonna give me an award for being the one big broadcaster who can go live for a couple hours by himself? I think I deserve that award. I deserve the streamer who goes live alone by himself for a couple hours to broadcast news. And maybe I'll get my little glass. I'll get my little award. I'll hold it like this. And I'll take picture. I'm like, yeah, that's it. I can't believe Sadiq Khan was given that. It's insane. It's crazy. All right, folks. I got a video that I want to play to you guys. I don't know if you guys want to watch this. But this video kind of stung me, to be fair. This video is kind of strange because I was watching this video thinking, what in the earth is happening to the young people today? What's happening? The amount of disrespect the young people have now, it's beyond me. You'll think the little fetus had a little devil inside of it. And now it's coming to fruition. Now it's coming to an existence. The way these young people talk now, the way they'll shout at an adult, it's like, what does your mom teaches you? Or your carer, or your guardian, whatever, whichever person who take care of you. Listen to this, folks. Just listen to this young girl. This guy is preaching the gospel. Is sending a message to the streets. I respect the preachers in the street. I really do. When I'm walking in town and I see a preacher, I salute them. And whenever they got papers to give me, I take. Because yes, I want to engage with you. I want to encourage you to keep going. We need more. We need more people to speak the word of Christ. I love that. And it's beautiful when it's young people as well. Because it's like, man, wow, my friend. Same age. You know? But anyways. This young girl, super rude. I'm not gonna try to tell you more about it, but let's watch it together. It's insane. It's dangerous.
Before it's too late.
Shut it!
We can all be saved tonight. And I pray that you turn and repent before it's too late. Turn from your sin.
Blah, 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 blah.
What is sin?
Blah, 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 blah,
well, God gave His
blah,
commandments
blah, blah, blah.
so that we can see our sin.
Stop talking, no one listens.
And see, because of our sin, that we need to turn to God.
Hi-ho should be quiet.
We need to turn to God before it's too late, just like the rich man. The rich man didn't turn to God, and it was too late for him when he stood before God in heaven.
He wants to hear you.
And in hell, he lifted up his eyes.
Jesus, blah, blah, Jesus, blah, blah, blah.
Don't think that your own good works will get you to heaven. Nothing will get us to heaven.
Do you see that, bro? It sort of makes you wonder. How is this young girl gonna turn out? When she turns like 15 or maybe 20, how will this girl turn out? Will she be like one of those girls, one of those people who go out there and Greta Thunberg, maybe stop oil, and they go out there and put them, stick their hands on the road and block the road for hours, That shit pisses me off. I'm sorry, folks. I don't like swearing here, but that shit annoys me when I'm in a Uber and then my Uber driver is stopping. I'm like, hey bro, what are you stopping for? Skip the queue. Don't, yeah. Skip the queue. And then there's a protest over there and there's some lone wolf, some lone guys, maybe a couple guys, purple hair, sticking their, gluing themselves to the road. And I'm thinking, so I'm going to be late because this person chose to glue themselves to the road. Oh God, what can we do? We gotta pull him off. We gotta do something because I need to go. I don't like that. I honestly, okay, do your protest, but don't block the road. I'm sorry. I want to go where I'm going. I don't want to stop to see this madness. Do you think that's what she will turn out to be, or it'll be more than that? Because this video just shows, I mean, because she's extremely young, shouting at somebody that loud for no good reason. I mean, it tells you a lot about her parents, doesn't it? It tells you a lot about her parents. Because if this, maybe she sees a lot of this at home. Maybe she sees a lot of shouting, screaming, disrespecting. And then of course she, kids see what they see and they take what they can from it. And if this is what they see at home, and it becomes a part of their identity, and this is who they are until they are exposed to a new other side, other ideas, and then they're able to come together and see if they want to copy that too. That's life. We always see whatever we always take from what we like, for what we are from what we are exposed to. That's why it's extremely important to make sure your child, your people, your kids are growing up without seeing crazy stuff. You don't want your kids on the TV too much because that influences them. If they see people saying some certain words, they're gonna also start echoing the same thing. They're gonna get a little bit bravery and start saying the same thing. They're gonna start saying the F word. They're gonna start saying the S word and a lot of stuff. And I'm really glad that my cousins, my nieces, my nephews growing up in a house where sitting on TV and watching random silly stuff is like, it's a privilege. When you go to my sister's house, it's a privilege for the TV to be on. It's on 1 hour. For 1 hour on the weekend. For 1 hour on the weekend. Nothing else. Nothing else. These kids have grown up so hard. They can read their whole... I mean, it's just amazing how intelligent they are at the age that they are in. It's cool. It's cool to see. Folks, this video just stung me, bro. I just didn't want to skip. I wanted to bring it here. How she was shouting at this preacher for no good reason. And she's a young kid as well, so who's to blame? I blame the people who take care of her, her guardian, her parents, her carer, whoever that is, whatever institution that is. I blame it. All right, folks, what do you guys want to do? I'm out of stories today, okay? I mean, I'm never out of stories, but today it's going to be a light day, okay? It's going to be a light day. We can react to a lot of things. But what do you guys want to do? Basically, the news is done. The news is done, all right? But we can stream for hours if you want. By the way, we got a good guy. We got a couple people might join us tomorrow, so make sure you tune in. We got a couple guys, good guys, who will be joining us tomorrow. I won't tell you who they are, but the information needs to come out. Yeah, it's gonna get a little bit. Make sure you tune in. Tomorrow's live will be. It could be You know, it could be a little bit explosive. I'm not sure, but I hope everybody keeps themselves to themselves. I think we got Candid with Lubna coming on tomorrow, so she's gonna join us, and then we got a couple another guy coming on, so we're still confirming the time, but I think Candid with Lubna might come on tomorrow. So what do you guys think? If you got some questions for her, comment down below. It'll be I'm interested to see what you guys want me to talk about with her or ask her. She's pretty cool. I've never really spoke to her. This will be my first time, so we can go back and forth. But yeah. Right, what do you guys want me to do? What do you guys... Hey, bro, let's talk about... Yeah. I know it's crazy, right? But by the way, I'm reading this thing. Hey, bro, let's talk about the 80,000 children that go missing every year. It's a big business, folks. Kids going missing is a big business. It's there's a lot of people who are interested in playing around with children, especially in these countries. So when you see kids missing, it's a big business, folks. In the United States, over 300,000, not 300, 300,000 children go missing every single year. And the UK, 75. I mean, you said 80, so maybe it's gone up. In the UK, the last time I checked was 75,000 go missing every single year. And then there's 4 million living in poverty, children. It's a big business. I don't know why a competent government would sit there and just see the numbers and be like, it's okay. Almost all the crazy individuals in this world are always interested in children. It's the way it is, and of course we want to change that. But for you to change that, you're gonna have to be Samson in this thing. You're gonna have to destroy the temple. The one opportunity you have to destroy everything. You have to shake your hair, and power shall come. So yeah, but I love young children are going missing. It looks like it's a big business. It's a huge business. I was looking into this thing where it's very satanic, bro. I can't even talk about it on live. It's very satanic. I can't even talk about it. It's very inhumane, to talk about it, especially on these platforms. They'll just instantly take you off. So yeah, but children missing is a huge problem. That's something that needs to be fixed. Something we need to do something about that for sure. Andy says, I'm very worried, especially in the UK. 75. It is 75. I got it wrong. But thanks for talking about it. Yeah. It's the most important thing in our country for sure. I agree. Yeah, nobody's free. So somebody writes, nobody's free. You're either battling the beast system or battling nature. That's right. Nature can be combated as well. Can be combatant as well. Can be brutal as well, nature. And then of course you got this man-made system which is designed to keep you a slave, which is designed to keep you under their thumb, which of course is brutal, that you also have to confront and fight. So you're fighting multiple wars at the same time. Then you have to fight, man-made ideas. Then you have to fight all these satanic beliefs that have been pushing among, to the public. And yeah, there's a lot of battles. There's a lot of battles. Only good people recognize that, and only good people have the stomach to turn up, have the courage to turn up to fight. And all the cowardice people who are, of course, living among us will rather join them than to fight them. But the good thing is that we have a lot of good people in this world who, sadly, don't know of the inhumane satanic stuff taking place in the world who are unaware. And I think once they get to know, it's going to be a big battle and we're going to come out victorious. But since that is not the case, we're going to have to keep shouting. We're going to have to sing. We're going to have to be the knower of this ark, all right? We're going to have to go out there and tell our neighbors, hey, neighbor, it's not time to sleep. You got to fight. Hey, neighbor, we got to go and tell our neighbor to stay guarded, stay battle-tested, stay ready. Because digital ID is here and we need their help to fight. Designed to keep us in a locked clock. Yes, that's right. Aren't we already in a locked clock? Aren't we already locked up? In a sense where you can't really... Well, you're getting arrested for offending people now. You're getting arrested for calling somebody a muppet. I mean, how bad can it really get? We got digital ID coming through. I mean, how bad can it really get? So it seems like we're already there. So the fight has to be big on, and you know, we have to. The fight needs to come now, fast. It can't come slow. We can't just wait and wait for it to come. It needs to come now, right now. So yeah. Mate. Bro, I can't read this on live, bro. This is too many swearing, but okay, I'm gonna try. Mate, I don't want my daughter thinking that it is okay to have both a P and a C. Fuck that shit. Yeah, true. You don't want your daughter to have this new religion that's been pushed upon us now. Have you noticed how it's like a cult now? You can't say anything bad about it. If you do, they're gonna take you off. You can't say anything bad thing about transgenderism. It's a big cult now. It's like they come at you fast, hard. And yeah, I agree with you. You know, it's your right to decide how you want your daughter to grow up. It's your, I mean, it's your responsibility to make sure that the place that your daughter grows up to and what she sees, especially before the age of 18, is heavily influenced by you. You can't let somebody else do the influencing for you, because of course they're gonna do what's best for them. And if that is pushing whatever ideology works for them, they're gonna push that. They're not gonna do it for you. They're not gonna be like, oh, this is not good for them. Oh, the dad won't like this. No. So that's why they want the dad out as soon as possible. And that's why the state is doing most of the work, where they try to divide the mother and the father, so then they can have you guys fighting each other. Then they can take the kids away from you and they can do what they will to the kids. Which is they're always encouraging girls to do all these divorce and blah blah blah, you know, a little fight, and somehow that I think marriage is meant to be challenging, it's meant to be tough, and of course fights will occur. People will fight. It's a marriage. Two people have come together. They've made a promise to stay together. Of course, it's gonna be tested every single day, and yeah, they should fight. And for someone to suggest that divorce is the only way to fix it, I don't know. I think you gotta go through a lot of tests. You gotta keep trying. You gotta keep fighting. Have an argument. Sit down. Have a conversation. Fix it. And then it shouldn't be too easy for you to. It shouldn't be easy for you to just say, "Fuck this, I'm done." It shouldn't be that easy. It should be a little bit hard. It should be a little bit challenging. But of course, they've made it so easy now. Guys can get married like 16 times within 20 years. Girls can get married like 200 times within 15 years. And you're thinking, hey, what does marriage really mean? Because everybody's just getting married and divorce, married, divorce. Especially celebrity, they push this all the time. and they brag about it all the time. They have a big $1 million wedding, beautiful dress, and then 2 weeks later they divorce. And then we do, you know, then a lot of people talk about it. Then next week somebody proposing to them again. And then next 2 weeks, of course, obviously it's not within weeks, but it's within a couple of years for sure. 2 years, 3 years, they divorce. Then they find another big celebrity. And that is being pushed and pushed and pushed. But because the reason why these celebrities can do that is because they need that to stay relevant. They need a big divorce. They need a big breakup. They need a big fight. So you and I can talk about it so the name can stay relevant. That's why you see the Beckham's family. I mean, nobody should be talking about the Beckham. They fight each other. Bro, it's a family, bro. You don't have to fucking come out on Instagram to tell everybody that your mom is doing something. Your mom is dancing on a wedding. Come on. Really? It's your freaking mom. Call her and talk to her. But of course, because you need the name to stay relevant. You need people. You need sponsorship on your next show. You need sponsorship on your next visit. You need another sponsor to buy a new dress, to buy a new suit, to do all this sort of stuff. And you need all these new contractors, so your name needs to stay at the top. And what's the better way to do it with controversy? Like, hey, this happened in my family. Talk about it. And of course, the people with the cameras, they're going to talk about it. They're going to talk about it for sure. And we're going to ask for more. We're going to ask for more fights. We're going to ask for more updates. And we always do. Not me, because I'm not interested. Somebody says, anyone following celebrities need help. Yeah, anyone following celebrity need help. For sure, I agree. If you're following a celebrity, you need the help. Remember when celebrity used to be the weather guy? The guy who's going to tell you the weather on TV. This was like maybe 2007 or something. Those guys used to be famous a little bit, right? Before we had iPhones to tell us the weather and stuff. We needed to tune in, and the weather guy will come on TV early morning to tell you what the weather will look like. It's looking nice, the weather guy. There's a green screen, and it's like Manchester will be cold. Glasgow will be raining. Actually, Glasgow up here. Glasgow will be raining. Manchester, it'll be freaking cold. Make sure you get your jacket. London, Brixton, it's gonna be really hot. All right, go out there with a bra. And the guy will tell you, and that was the celebrity back in the days, right? The weather guy used to be celebrity, and he never used to ask for much. He never used to tell us about his family. He never used to tell us about his divorce. He's never used to tell us about anything else apart from the weather. I miss that. But today's celebrity, they want to tell you how big their ass really is. They're gonna tell you how clean the teeth is. They're gonna tell you to go to get the Brazilian butt. They're gonna tell you to go to Turkey to get your teeth. They're gonna tell you that you should get a new hairline. Hey, Barack, you need to get a new hairline. I'm sorry, I'm not a celebrity. I don't really care about my hairline. But today's celebrity will be like, yeah, let's go Turkey. Let's go fix it up. And they will do this. They'll be like, oh, yeah, you should do this. And it's like, bro, who cares? I mean, just live your life, bro. Nobody really cares. Today's celebrity are really like, yeah, anybody who's following celebrity, they need help. All right, folks. What do you guys want to talk about? Yeah, they're all Davos Puppet. Yeah, that's right. Davos Puppet. Yes, Jenny, how are you? Hello, hi. You all right? Good to see you in the chat. But yeah, celebrities and even sports have become disgusting with celebrity worshipping. Yeah, sports as well. Sports used to be more, sports is entertainment, but it's such an entertainment now where every single thing is almost staged. Almost everything is staged now. They can't just do a normal act with sport. If you watch the American sports now, it's so much entertainment, man. So much water break. We don't need water break. We want you to play. We pay you to play. That's it. If I'm watching City and watching, if I'm in the city, I just want to see them play. Just play. I don't care about I don't care about your family. I don't care about your mom. I don't care about your dad. I paid for you to play. I know it might sound cruel, but I paid for you to play. Entertain me. It's a freaking sport. Entertain me. If I'm watching boxing, I want you to punch him. Entertain me. That's it for the time that I have with you. And then you go off to your family. I'll go to my family. Obviously, you're going to be richer than me, but I'll be a little bit broke, but I'll be a little bit entertained, all right? And happy. That's the trade-off, literally. So yeah, sports nowadays is just... Have you noticed how much water break football take now? I was sitting there thinking, I mean, they're taking water break. Why? They've only played 25 minutes. I don't really watch football as much. I only watch Champions League. I think that's the most entertaining European league ever. Everything else is just, it's just fake and gay. Hi guys, it is an illegal arrest, so you can resist if you're only allowed. Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking. I like your name, Sun Tzu, Out of War. But yeah, it is an illegal arrest. You can obviously resist, but we're in the UK. You have to know they can arrest you for making an offensive tweet. So come on. So illegal arrest, really, you can't really resist. The more you resist, the more they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, you resisted this, and another charge. Hey, when you resisted, you pulled me around, so you assaulted me, and next minute you might get done maybe for holding your ground too strong, and you happen to break the officer's nails or something. So you might get arrested for that. My wife, the school teacher, goes to Tommy's march, but shh. Yeah, true that. We don't want her losing a job. We don't want her losing a job. If they know that your wife is a school teacher and she goes for Tommy Robinson's march, yeah, she's definitely gonna get fired. She's gonna receive a P45 straight away, and then of course she will be fired. She will have to start looking for cash in hand, I guess. So somebody says, did you read about the woman in Turkey? She had her organs pinched from her body, and the family had a job, and her family had a job and a half getting her released. Yeah, I don't know which one you're talking about, but I remember a girl from Manchester who traveled to Turkey to get a big ass, which is kind of strange. I mean, what do you mean? So she traveled to Turkey to get a big ass, and what happened is that they stole one of her organs. Well, when she was, of course, after the operation, they did something else to her. It's kind of strange why somebody would think I need to travel all the way here and pay some random Turkish guy to make my ass bigger. What sort of benefit do you get? Like, okay, a lot of guys now will be like, oh, look at that. That's it. Does it do something else? Do you get something else? Is it like, do you get more pleasure? Or what do you get? I don't know. It's a silly question, but yeah, you don't have to answer it. But it's crazy, man. But yeah, I remember that. That was a Manchester Mancunian girl who traveled over there. And then I think she came back here and she died, which is kind of strange. I think she was only 27. I mean, totally crazy. I mean, how you lose your life like that. Just making those decisions where your life was fine. But these little decisions that just end up making it worse and ending up killing you. That's a huge problem. Sorry. Somebody says, when the rabbi said the English people belong in hell, and Tommy Robinson said nothing. Yeah, that was an issue to me as well. I don't know why he didn't challenge that. Maybe he didn't hear him properly. I assume if that was to happen again, Tommy Robinson will probably defend the English people. But yeah, that was kind of like insane for a rabbi to say and walk away, especially to Tommy Robinson, who has been a defender of the English people for a very long time. So that was kind of strange to me. But of course, I had something to say because why the fuck is a rabbi saying that and getting away with it? If an Islam guy said that, yeah, he wouldn't get away with it. I don't think a rabbi should. The fact that there was a lot of people in the comment defending him as well. A lot of Jewish people, English Jewish people, were defending the rabbi. I'm thinking, what the fuck, really? And he's like, oh, he didn't mean it that way. Well, how did he mean it then? He said English people deserve a special place in hell. And a lot of Jewish people are like, oh yeah, he didn't mean it like that. Okay, can you translate to me what he meant? Which obviously becomes a problem then, because then they call you an anti-Semite, which is kind of silly and stupid for literally criticizing a rabbi. It's like, what the fuck? These comments are silly. It's good. I've seen one comment which is I'm trying to find this comment. I read a little bit, but I didn't really read the full thing. Hi Barack, love your show. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you so much for loving the show. I appreciate you for your support and engagement in the chat. Appreciate you. Have you noticed how censored we are? We have like, I think 60 people watching live or 50 people, I'm not sure. Of course, YouTube is pulling his magic. It's doing his thing. So it's making sure a lot of people don't get notification. It's making sure a lot of people don't even see. Because you'll never... Imagine if you're on your feed and you don't see our post. You won't know if we posted. You won't be able to click on it. So that's a problem. And YouTube is censoring us hard. Super hard. I mean, the last video that we posted, could I check this? The last video that we posted? The last video that we posted was 2 hours and 59 minutes ago, and this video is on 224 views, 19 likes, and 2 comments. And this is a channel that has 89,000 subscribers. This is YouTube today, folks. And of course, the video was about Shabana Mahmood, so of course. Yeah, maybe there's something there. Maybe there's something there, all right? But you can't really say much, okay? So this guy says, I have absolutely no idea what my fit looking wife sees in me, XX. I don't know what I can say. I've not seen you, but I'm sure there's something special there, bro. I'm sure there's something to brag about, but I'm glad that I'm glad you found a beautiful wife for yourself. That's pretty cool. Cool for you. Cool for you. But hey, I hope she don't read this comment. What if she changed her mind now? You're gonna be in trouble, folks. You're gonna be in trouble, man. But yeah, I'm glad you got a beautiful wife. Good on you, bro. he said, thank you, mate. You're funny, bro. You're funny. Oh, okay. Yeah, the algorithm. That's right. The algorithm is. Have you seen what happened to TikTok, where TikTok is deleting a lot of people's videos and censoring them? They deleted one of my favorite TikTokers, news TikToker, Daniel Page. I like this guy. And the crazy thing is, Daniel Page is an African as well. It's crazy. But they deleted his channel and they shadow banned him for a couple. It was going for a while, and he was fighting it for very long. But the algorithm was just deleting people's channel. They've deleted over a million videos in November. I think December, over a million plus videos in 1 month, and they've deleted so many channels. And a lot of people are obviously boycotting it, going to Rumble, because Rumble now has come out and said, hey, we're gonna launch a reel. So now you can post reels like TikTok on Rumble very soon, February 4th, they say. So I'm excited for that. I want to see how that will look like. And also, I think YouTube is also following the same suit as TikTok, banning people, shadow banning them. I mean, it's getting worse. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. I don't like it. Thank God I've never been on TikTok. Yeah, good on you. It's good that you haven't, bro. Don't go there. TikTok now is American. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's American. So, I mean, it should be more free, isn't it? Shouldn't it? Should be more free. It should be, you know, given that the fact that it's more American, it should let people say whatever they want. But obviously, given the people who control the TikTok, there's a lot of things that they don't want people to say. So they will make sure that it cannot be said. So a lot of people's accounts are getting blocked. So if you criticize certain people, or certain policies, your account gets blocked. And let's say if somebody whose account is being shadow banned also likes your video might get deleted too, because that guy basically it's crazy. So you're not, even if you're a good guy, even if what you post on TikTok is so good, it's so lovely and people like it, if one guy who TikTok hates somehow likes your video might go down. Or maybe if one account that gets your video and reposts it, your video might get taken down and your channel might result in going down as well, because TikTok thinks you guys are together and you guys are working together. I mean, it's insane. So they collectively punish you. They're doing collective punishment on a lot of people. Yeah, so I think we're live on Rumble right now. So if you're able to go on Rumble one time and search up the Baraka Show, you can subscribe to Rumble. But we're live on Rumble right now as we speak. We're live on a lot of accounts right now. So we're live right now on. So we're live on this channel, YouTube, the main channel. We're live on Kick, Rumble, and Twitch. And every single time when we go live, we are live on those two channels. So you can find us there. All right, folks. Hold on. I'm expecting an order today. So let me see where it is. I'm expecting an order today. Let's see the tracker. How close is this? Two seconds. Oh, God. Oh, it's been delivered. So it's probably downstairs. I'm going to have to go get it. I find it extremely dangerous when Amazon leaves your parcel outside and they just take a picture and just send it to you. I find it very dangerous because because last time when I ordered a MacBook, yeah, when I got one of my staff a MacBook, this was time ago, this was 2024, and they delivered it, and you know where they put the MacBook? They put it in the bin. So when I seen because obviously the MacBook is in a box, the box is like this big, so they can't they can't like do it in whatever, they can't push it in the gate. So they put it in the bin, and then I think the next day I went outside looking around, and I accidentally opened the bin, and I was like, wait, what? It's in there with a lot of more stuff. So, and thank God, if it was the bin days, they would have taken the bin, because there was already things inside there. So if the bin man came around and he looked around, he's like, oh yeah, there's rubbish. And the MacBook would have been gone. So, and this was not just a rogue MacBook, it was the latest MacBook as well. I was in shock finding it in the bin. I was like, yo, who delivered this? Putting the MacBook in the bin? And then, of course, actually, can I really find it here? I think this is a new account. Yeah, I don't think. But they sent the picture of it in the bin. So I went in the bin. I'm like, what an idiot. Who put it in there? So then I took it out. Now something just been delivered. It's outside. So, and the reason why I find it very strange when they just drop stuff there and take a picture, because anyone can just walk past and pick it up and go. Because I mean, now it's Britain now. This is what I do. Nah, I don't like it when they drop stuff and go. Like, yo, at least do some work. At least be creative, right? Hide it somewhere where you know somebody will see. You know, but don't just put it there and run away. Maybe they ain't so much in a rush. I've had so much trouble with parcel delivery companies all my days. Yes, I hate, bro. Sometimes I don't even know what they're thinking. They so much. I think they're in the rush to get it done so they can go to the next one, that they don't think how they should do it. Because I have this coffee, I think I remember ordering this coffee. Yeah, I had a subscription on this coffee company where they used to send me coffee, and the coffee is actually so good, really good. And obviously the packaging nice coffee. They package it really well. But the way they used to, the way these I think, I don't know which company was it. I'm not sure if it was I don't think it was Royal Mail. It was something else. It was maybe I don't know. It's like a blue company, has like a blue logo, whatever. So they deliver it here, and each time they used to mess up the label. They used to, like, I don't know what they used to do with the coffee. Maybe they used to like shake it around, maybe they tear it a little bit, and the coffee will get here, and I'm thinking, yo, where did this coffee come from? I mean, the companies in the UK, which these coffee, where I used to order it from, a subscription from, they used to send the coffee to me. But when the coffee arrived here, the package is like, it's like somebody was sitting on it. It's like somebody was like messing around with it. And of course, obviously, I'm just gonna open it. Since it's already here, I'm not gonna complain. I'm not a big guy on complaining. I don't like complaining that much. Yeah, I think, yeah, it was Every. Yes, it was Every. I think that's the one that has a blue logo, right? Isn't it? I think. Yeah. This company, yeah, Every, yeah, that's right. So I'm not a guy that complains on a lot of things, because I know how bad that is. I'm sure that guy didn't mean to mess up my parcel. I'm you know. So I'm not a guy who picks up the phone and try to get the guy sacked. I'm not one of those guys, because I know how tough it is doing the job that he's doing. I know how tough it is. So I'm not gonna pick up the phone, try to ruin his life, and trying to make it harder for him to earn the next pound the next week. So of course I just take him. All right, cool. All right, whatever. The parcel is here anyway. It's okay. Let's go make tea. It's fine. Let's go make coffee. All right. At least it's here. So yeah, I'm not a guy that goes and complain like, "Hey, I need him fired." No, that's not me. That's not me, folks. All right, I'm gonna have to go now. By the way, tomorrow's live stream will be longer. Will be so long. I'm gonna be getting people here as well. I'm thinking to start inviting people here. Nah, actually not. Nah, I don't want to. But tomorrow's live will be long. It will be longer. So today's live is quite short. Quite short live. 2 hours live. I see it. That's a very short live. All right? That's super short. I want like 6-hour live stream. I want to talk to you guys. I want to go on for long. I mean, we can go on for long. You guys are active in the chat, so we can do that. But I'm gonna have to go very soon. The drivers don't even earn a lot. Yes, the drivers don't even earn a lot. Have you noticed these drivers? They drive around, which is of course a dangerous and a hard job. They drive around to deliver parcels, and they don't earn that much. And each time they mess up, they're heavily penalized on their wage. So if you mess up, you're gonna lose something on your wage. And if people say bad stuff about you, you're most likely to lose your job, because it's a market where a lot of people want to get in, and so they can easily replace you. And yeah, so it's not a job that you can rely on, because anytime, any day, you can get fired from Amazon. Do you see Amazon fired 30% of employees because he wants to test this new AI system? So he fired 30%. I think either 30% or 30,000 people. Yeah, let's just say 30,000 people, because 30% of Amazon employment's gone. That's a lot. So 30,000 people were fired, and then they brought in the machines, the AI. So in the next couple months, couple years to come, there's gonna be a lot of AI stuff going on. A lot of, automated jobs will be automated, and a lot of people will be fired. So, and then I don't like the idea of bringing in taxi drivers, guys, I mean, self-driving taxis, robo-tax, they call it. I don't like the idea of that, because think of how many people, how many local taxmen who will have to lose their job. Because, when I go to my mom's house, every time when I'm there and I want to go back home, she goes to the fridge and she brings this little card of hers that has all the taxis in the area, all the local taxis. And she usually call them, like, one of those she takes this thing. It's a she'll call these taxi people. And I'm like, hey mom, you can just use your phone. There's something called Uber. But obviously she doesn't have Uber. She doesn't have all these online stuff where you can just book it and it comes. So she gets the card and it has like hundreds of numbers. Not hundreds, but tens full of numbers. And she calls which one that she calls all the time. And then she tells them the address and she tells them where she's going, and they come. But I don't use that. I use Uber, right? Now Uber exists. Now once Uber starts going into robo-tax, trying to automate their services, that's gonna destroy a lot of. Because when Uber came around in 2010, 2008, depending when, I think 2008. No, I think it's 2000. I think it was 2010, 11, or maybe 14. I'm not sure. But when Uber started coming around, a lot of these taxis, these local services, I mean, they basically had a huge competition. They needed to fight for their market. They lost most of their drivers, and they're still losing their drivers today. And not many people consider going to work for them. So that's bad for the local economy. And then when you have robots who are just working, unless these businesses will pay so much tax to contribute to the economy, it's not going to do well. It's not going to do very well, especially for people. Because when I go in a taxi, in an Uber, I don't put my earphones in. When I'm in an Uber, inside the taxi drive, inside the car, my Uber driver, I'm going to talk to him until we get to where I'm going. And I actually find the conversation so fascinating, especially when before we arrive, I'm like, man, I wish you were driving slow, because then we could have had this conversation for very long. We talked, last Uber I had was a Pakistani guy who I was talking to, and we were talking about his country and about the politics in his country, and it was so fun. And I was like, yes. But imagine if that was a robot, I had to just sit there and the robot would just take me home. Self-driving car. They're removing every single aspect of human life, human interaction, every single point. Because I remember. So when I was in town in Manchester, I don't know if I got this on the stream, but I went to get coffee, right? To this nice coffee. Black Sheep. I don't know if you guys know this thing. Black Sheep coffee, yeah. It's really good. So I went there, and they have this self-serving thing where you can go and serve yourself. And I'm thinking, I want to talk to somebody, bro. I'm not in a rush. I want to talk to someone. So I went to the kiosk. I was like, nice, beautiful girl was sitting there. I wanted to talk to you, all right? Sell me something. Come on. What do you sell? Make a joke or something. Come on. Let's have a human interaction here. And then, of course, I went to order from the till. And then we had a little laugh. We had a conversation about the machine and how the staff don't even like it. The staff don't even like the machine themselves. Because the staff are like, hey, bro, this machine is here. We can, that means we can't have that many people in most of the shifts is like, they don't need you as much. They only need us to clean and make the coffee soon. As soon as they get robots to make the coffee, then that means we're gone. We're done. So we're having a conversation about how quick they're gonna lose their job. And they're all scared of it. Even though they have the machine, obviously, of course, they're just employees. They can't make a decision on how the company will go, but they're all scared as well. So yeah. But all right, folks, good chat today. Good chat, Barak, you're right. They are stopping us from being humans. Yes, they are stopping us from being human. They are literally doing everything they can to remove the human aspect of our life away from us. Where every single point we go, we're gonna have to interact with a robot, or we're gonna have to just scan a QR code, or we're gonna have to scan our face to get access. We're not gonna have to bargain with people. You know, when you go to the market, when you go to those market, those market, just small little street market, and you have to fight around with the price. Although you got the money to pay for it, but you wanna go back and forth. You wanna test the salesman's skill a little bit. You can't really do that anymore because it's just a machine there, and now you gotta just scan your card and go away. Literally what it is. Order and go away. Nobody wants to talk to you. When you walk in McDonald's, they literally say, just order your shit and F off. That's what it is now. Nobody wants to say hi. Nobody wants to say, it used to be fun to walk to McDonald's. You don't know what you want to order. And then you fumble around at the chaos with a cashier. And you fight around and you're like, I don't know what I'm gonna order. What is this? What is that? What does it come with? And the cashier, she's she or them, he telling you, oh yeah, it comes with this. You can get this burger. It comes with the cheese. Or we also got the Mick Mac or the Mac Mac or the Jig Jack, whatever they have, right? And then you're like, okay, great stuff. And you order and you get your stuff and you get your receipt and you wait for it. Nowadays, when you go to McDonald's, you barely see anyone at the till. You barely see anyone at the till. You just order your stuff, wait for it, and go. That's what I want you to do. All right, folks, we can go on for this for very long. It's a huge problem. I'm against it. I'm against this. As again, you've summed it very well. Technological dark age. This is what it is. Yeah, sure. All right, folks. All right, good. Sleep well. Yeah, man. Oh, you guys really hate McDonald's, don't you? You do. Yeah, I don't like McDonald's as well. The last time I had McDonald's was 2023. I even told you when I was live last time, I asked you guys whether I should go to Mackey's or not. You guys said no, and we went to Nando's instead. Do you remember that day? Let me know if you do. But yeah, that's how bad you guys hate McDonald's too. I don't like it too. That day I wanted to break the run of not going to McDonald's because I've not been going there since 2023. I haven't gone there, and I wanted to go, and you guys said don't go, and I was like, all right, cool, we won't go. Okay, folks. All right, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, 4 p.m. Be here tomorrow, and I'll talk to you guys. We got more people who'll be joining us. I think Candid with Lubna will be joining us, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Despite, you see, YouTube is trying to discourage me. They are holding my views. They're holding it tight. The algorithm is squeezing me tight to the corner. Where now we have like 50 people watching, 45 people watching at the channel that's about to hit 100K subscribers, which makes no sense. Most people don't even know I'm live. Most people didn't receive the notification. YouTube is trying to do that to just discourage me. But hey, I can do this with one person watching, all right? I can do, you see, I'm watching myself. So YouTube, hey, you're not gonna discourage me. I'm happy having one person watching me. I am watching myself. That one person is always gonna be watching. Every time I go live, I'm always watching on this phone. Yeah, this phone to monitor the chat when I'm outside. But yeah, this phone is watching. One person is watching and I'm talking. I could be talking to myself. I might just put this phone here and just watch it. and just keep talking and watch myself. So you can't discourage me, folks. I can do this with 1 view. I can do this with 0 view. I can go on for hours. I'll talk back and forth. And yeah, of course, I like the chat. When the chat respond, I go back and forth with the chat. That's why it's always good for you guys to talk to me in the chat, to go back and forth in the chat. But even if the chat didn't exist, I'll still go on. I'll still keep going. But thank you so much, folks. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. tomorrow, live here. And then it's gonna be a longer live because we basically gonna do 2 interviews in one day. So we're gonna have Candid with Lubna on. Maybe we might go for a couple hours. If she's on it, I'm on it. All right, we might go for a couple hours. And then we got another guy who will be coming on. And if he's ready for it, we might go for a couple hours. So it's gonna be a long live. So brace yourself for an impact for that. But without further ado, thank you so much for watching. Hand to the head salute. Bye-bye, folks. Thank you so much.
Our country is built on an idea. It's an idea so powerful that some of us have died to protect it. It shapes our connection, our politics. It forms the fabric of our daily lives. And it seems so fundamental we rarely pause to consider its significance. But here's the thing. This notion is entirely uncrafted. And although it feels like it's getting stronger and it's always going to be here, the truth is, it's becoming more fragile than we realize. This concept is a community. It's built when people with shared interests come together, interact regularly, support each other, and work towards a common objective, creating a sense of belonging within the group. That's called a community. You are not just a person who happens to live in Manchester. You are Mancunian, or Londoner, or Brummy, or Scouse. With what our leaders are doing, we are slowly losing this community. So let's stop for a moment to learn why this idea has existed forever and how it got us here. Because once you do, it makes sense why we should keep this concept alive. So help me build this community.
You've been silenced for very long, and every time you try to resist, they put you in jail. For my children. You've controlled your mind for so long to the point where you let them decide what your kids should learn, what gender they will be. And now you've let them to come for the whole nation, destroying what Britain once stood up for. They use this media machine not to report the facts to you, but to tell you what to think and what you should do. Always be careful. They're hiding the facts behind the noise, and they're recruiting pedophiles to tell you how to behave. And these politicians who meant to protect you, they're out there smashing your head on the ground. And no jail time for them. This road we've been on has been very dark for a very long time, and it's time to shine a light on the truth and advocate for justice. We the people make the nation, and if we don't stand up and advocate for justice, then we certainly won't make this nation great again. So we have to create a place for that, a place that can contribute to a more informed society. And that place is Next Frontier Media.